Let's get cracking!
Welcome back, everybody, to Game 3 of Relax versus Power Rangers. This has been quite the bumpy ride. The Game 2, man, I was feeling sort of a little off about Game 2. Just something about watching two CIS teams, two teams like Relax, you're doing fine, known for their super aggressive dive-in playstyle, running Axe, Centaur, run at the enemy, kill, 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 with Power Rangers, who are also known to be running interesting aggressive tri-lanes, finessing their way into early wins against top-tier teams, and somehow just turning into a bit of a farm fest. It felt odd, it felt weird, but Relax was able to take Game 2, and now we're able to jump ourselves into Game 3. I can go ahead and welcome in my co-caster, Mr. Rio Burrows, going to be joining me once again on the microphone.
Yeah, they're just getting ready for the TI4 games, you know? Just getting ready for that farm fest, the Chinese teams, man. You know, those 60, 70-minute games.
Well, I mean, are they preparing by playing them so they can watch them later? Because neither of these teams made it. They sadly, both of them had, well, both of them had decent runs. They just couldn't quite clinch.
Yeah, Power Rangers was just kind of a little bit sad too. I thought they were gonna get at least second or third. I predicted third, but
yeah, I predicted third as well. I thought they were going to do a little bit better. And they could have potentially made it virtus.pro if they had just dropped the game. We would have been led into a whole entire tape-breaker. But then again, seeing how well virtus.pro did in the playoffs, I almost want to say they would have taken the tiebreaker as well, man, because they just not a team I expected to go to the playoffs, in complete honesty. I expected them to be, you know, 7th, 8th position, but they've really turned it on the last month.
Right. I don't want to be doing any shots fired to that team, but if Philodin didn't, you know, play a little bit silly sometimes, I think they would have won that series, kind of.
Yeah.
But as it happens, yeah, we have Mouse in that. But onwards to this game. All right, I'll do the introduction. Bottom, Centaur, Darkseer, Furion. Banned out on Relax's side. Then we got for Power Rangers, they banned out the Tree, the Bat Rider, the Shadow Priest, and the Gyrocopter. And Power Rangers, they picked up the Lycan and Vengeful Spirit. And Relax, they pick up the Invoker and your famous hero, last but not least, the Axe.
Yep, Axe for Shoshlo, but at the same time, we have a Vengeful Spirit for FNG. Maybe, maybe not. It could be Moon, Vengeful Spirit. Depends how they want to run it. Maybe they run that aggressive tri-lane that they're known to, one of actually the only team, really, that runs the Vengeful Spirit aggro tri. Who knows? They might be trying it out here. It does work well with the Lycan, the pushing power of the Lycan, the huge amount of physical damage that you have mixed in with a Howl as well. It's entirely possible, but now the Visage being grabbed by Power Rangers, we saw the couple bans that I do want to talk about. First of all, the Darkseer and Furion. So banning away a couple of the offlaners that they didn't want to deal with as an Axe. The Darkseer especially, for me, is one hero that you need to make sure that you ban away to make sure that Axe isn't faced up in that sort of 1v1 engagement, because he can deal with the creeps and he can clear through those quickly, but having the Ion Shell also going down on those creeps is a big no-no. That really messes up Axe quite a bit.
Talking about bans, I'm going to be talking about the Shadow Priest ban. Man, if Axe plus the Shadow Priest get going, they can just snowball over a Lycan or lanes. You got the Grave. It's a good hero to counteract the Grave with the Culling going through it, but it's not going to be happening. So now they have a lot of pushing power from Power Rangers. What are Relax going to do? Axe can't survive in the off lane, and without a Shadow Priest, I don't know if they can go aggressive.
Think about this, man. The ultimate increase. The ultimate, like, aura physical damage plus strat, right? They run an aggro tri here with the Visage. Get the Drow Ranger for the safe lane.
Oh, boy.
You imagine if you actually went through the laning phase just fine, you would be an insane amount of physical damage, because you get Howl on all your heroes, you get the aura on all your heroes, you get the aura on the Visage familiars, which is a huge...
You get Drow and Tidehunter.
Disgusting combo.
I think that would really be powerful in Power Rangers.
The problem is you most likely Relax would try and run their tri-lane up against the Drow Ranger. And
I don't think they'd win, though. There's no way. Well, Axe middle against Lycan. Axe would take a dump on Lycan if they could foresee the lanes going out for that. But like I said, the Drow Ranger, and then you just get an Initiator, which they need. which would be the Tidehunter, maybe a Clockwork. Centaur's banned out, so one of those heroes, as long as they can just keep somebody in place, they could just, I think they could do, it could work. It could work.
So I do want to comment on this Leshrac pickup. I think this Leshrac was... we'll talk about that in a second. I think this Leshrac pickup was really smart because a lot of the CIS teams have been experimenting with the Leshrac core. And Relax, if they want to, they have the option to run this Leshrac as a core or as a support. So when they grab it here, they denied away from Power Rangers, which could have been something they were thinking about, but also the fact that you already have maybe 2 of your supports picked up from PR. Either way, it's unlikely that they're going to grab a Shadow Demon, which is still left in the pool and is one of the best setup stunts for Leshrac. So I think they have that available to them in the 4 or 5. They just have to decide which way they're going to be running with the Leshrac now. Do they need their other core? Do they pick up the Shadow Demon now and just leave it completely open? Maybe it's a Leshrac core, maybe it's a support, and leave the last core pick for last pick or what? But yeah, sure enough, man, Power Rangers grabbed themselves a Tidehunter, so more physical damage, more minus armor.
Interesting. I don't know if they're going to be doing a Rubik here or a Shadow Demon, like you said. They should pick up their support here. Definitely.
Ooh, Rubik. Actually, Rubik's a smart decision here up against the Tidehunter.
5 seconds.
I like that a lot. What?
Sven! Armor buff.
Yes. Was it you and me talking about the Sven recently?
Support?
I don't think it was.
Not recently. Maybe a month. No, a month. Maybe a week.
I talked to a co-caster. I think it was probably Durka that we were talking about the. I was referring back to the day of Carry Sven, where I remember I had a very specific match that was in some sort of American situation. It was like Dignitas versus EG or something like that. And the team had the Sven versus the Luna. And they pushed the game to like 45 minutes without putting any pressure on that Luna. And I kept saying, man, I was like, they're going to have some problems. They're going to have some problems. And Sven just took a dump on that Luna. Every single time with the, I think he had the Wisp. They went max movement speed. He had an Abyssal and just ran at the Luna, stunned her once, beat her down to death every single time. It was a lot of fun to watch, but call it now. Sven support, Sven carry.
I don't know.
It's hard to call because normally you don't call Sven support. I mean, if you see a Sven at all, I don't think you would initially say support.
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, he could be like a Wraith King. Think of it in this situation where he could just farm up nicely on the side here, get a Blink Dagger. You could just all you need, or you could just go for the Mask of Madness BKB rush, and it would be it would just rape the Lycan, rape the Tidehunter, in my opinion.
Yeah, but not a Weaver. I think you don't go for the Sven as a core. So I think well, you could, because you still have the Axe with the blink in. Yeah, that's true.
You just have to worry about the Tidehunter counter initiation.
For me, I'm going to still look at it the way you described the Wraith King. So basically, it's a replacement to the Wraith King, where you still have a really good stun, but instead of like a lifesteal that you give up to people, and like that's the other really big support spell for Wraith King, is he actually does give everybody lifesteal. Instead, it's going to be the Sven giving everybody armor and movement speed, which is good when you're dealing with so much minus armor and physical damage on the side of Power Rangers.
Well, Sven is going to be support.
Yep.
Unless we have a support invoker.
And a Razor being picked up as I'm kind of still worried about Moon and his Weaver kind of just running around doing work.
Not really. I love Relax's lineup more because if you think about it, you have Forge Spirits most likely, plus the Necro Books. You're gonna have Leshrac Edict, and then if Razor gets an Ags, it could be really useful. The only bad thing is that the Tidehunter might be causing a lot of problem in the team fights. That's the one big problem that Relax is going to come into. Other than that, I think they can get a lot of towers, maybe in this early game. It just depends.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm just concerned about the
5 seconds remaining.
J4 is on the Vengeful Spirit. Shush Your Cat's on the Tidehunter. So we're going to have Vengeful Spirit and the Visage being run as defensive supports for the Weaver, and this should just be a Tide offlane. So,
this should be just a Axe middle. Maybe Axe go middle against the Lycan. What else are they going to put? Are they going to put a Weaver mid? And then even Axe does okay against the Tidehunter. So I think Axe mid could be really good here, and then they just run Invoker safe lane and do aggressive char lane. See Seven, you got the movement speed, you got the stun, you got the plasma field, a lot of damage there with the static link. I think it's possible that if they go aggressive, they can shut down the Lycan, possibly shut down the Tidehunter, but against the Visage, it's questionable.
Yeah, and their aggro try, yeah, that would be the biggest thing, is that they just can't trip up on their aggro try. If they do well, hell, if they even win it up against the Weaver, Bench, and Visage, then they're in a great position because, like you said, they would have been able to shut down these other two solo lanes. So
I think it's just really hard to shut down the Tide. Is Tide going to be middle? What are they going to do? Are they going to go aggro? I don't know. Just problem is, where's Lycan going? This is going to be the hugest factor this game. Because if he goes middle against an Invoker, he'll have a good time.
Well, how about they all go middle, man? How about they all go middle, smoke up, and run into the enemy jungle. See if they can find a pickoff. Relax, meanwhile, they're just going to stick with their lanes, very static, not trying to explore or be too aggressive or anything like that. So they are going to be running an aggro try, sitting there for a mid Invoker, and leaving the Axe as your top solo.
Yeah, maybe they're thinking it's Axe off lane, so they're going to just try to block this. Unfortunately, they're not going to block it, so just trying to find a quick pickoff maybe. Ward up so they can get, relax, going for the level 1 Roshan here. I'm just kidding.
Jesus, you're making me like move my camera. I'm like, what the hell? What are you talking about? Oh, Jesus.
Well, that was easy. That was fun.
That was funny because I was also drinking my tea at the same time. Like I'm trying to get caffeine into my system because we're going we've been here for a while, so I'm trying to get. Especially going out last night was not a great idea. I was like, let's go out with the Mouse Sports boys. I only have to cast 12 hours tomorrow. That sounds like a great idea. I'm retarded sometimes.
They're just going to go mid. This Lycan, he's got a Shout Shield, but this heal advantage. Nice block by Invoker. So, I mean, they kind of read the lanes perfectly. By Shoshlo is dead. So. Yeah,
Shoshlo's mega dead. He's like, I'm facing up against the Tidehunter, and then all of a sudden, he's having to deal with the slow, the stun, and the first blood going the way of FNG. So, good start out for Power Rangers. Do they rotate these two supports into the mid lane, try and gank up the Invoker, and into eventual lead into heading bottom? Do they keep the support for the Weaver, or do you actually like Weaver here as a solo position? I think he should be fine.
Well, as long as this Tidehunter is having a good game, early start to this game, that's their tempo controller. If he gets shut down, they're going to have a hard time coming back into the game. But once he gets his Arcane, once he gets his Blink, he can control the game. Lycan can catch up fast. Weaver can do his thing, split push, and Sakuchi, and he's really hard to get picked off unless you have Axe with the Blink. So I think they have good catch-up mechanics. So Power Rangers, what they're doing is an excellent idea. Securing their Tidehunter early game and basically a free momentum for them in the mid game.
I like it. I like what Power Rangers is doing here. I didn't really think they were actually going to be running these two supports with the Tidehunter, but just reading the lanes, it makes much more sense. They were going to have a tough time. They didn't want to leave the Tidehunter up against the Axe like you were talking about earlier. That'd be a hard matchup for him to deal with because Axe obviously doesn't care if you get damage reduction, right? Because he just relies on his spins for damage, and any melee versus melee, it's probably going to go the way of Axe.
Yeah, they have a hard time killing Weaver. I would have liked to see the Axe middle, though. Because I knew that they should have known that Scandal was going to go mid with Lycan. So.
Well, Invoker can do well versus the Lycan, can he?
He can do well. I mean, he's doing really well now because of where the situation is, where he blocked and they don't know where the supports are right now. They still don't know that these supports are right here. So Lycan, he's still got to play on the left side. Can't go CS yet. But because there's two range creeps now, that means that the lane's eventually going to push middle, and he's going to get some CS. So And since Relaxer down here on the bottom lane, he's going to get some good EXP and not get punished for it.
They went for counter wards too, which is obviously a good thing to start and everything else. But counter wards versus a Weaver oftentimes aren't going to be very effective because the stun that they have is a missile stun, meaning that when Weaver goes ahead and Shikuchis.
No. Storm Hammer hits invis units.
No, I'm sorry. That wasn't what I meant by missile. I meant more the fact that it takes time to get to the Weaver. So by the time he Shikuchis, he runs away, he's going to be back into his tower probably, and the original counter ward that you laid down might not be in range anymore.
Can all stuns? Okay, so this is a problem. Can either Ice Fog make it so that all stuns hit invisible units, or all stuns don't hit invisible units?
No, because then we'd have to have a massive reshuffling of balance.
Yeah, but it's silly, though, how Stormhammer can do it, but Venge stun and all these other stuns don't do it. Is it only AoE stuns that hit invis units, or what is the cutoff?
It goes back to the Dota 1. It goes back
it's the hero balance, I feel.
Yeah, it goes back to the Dota 1 mechanics where the certain abilities were based off of certain abilities, right? So, I can't actually think of an example right now.
Exactly.
Because all stuns are based off of either Vengeful Spirit stun, I believe, is the stun that they're based off of, or what was the other one back in Warcraft 3? Somebody tweet at me. Somebody really good, really
really dumb.
No, I want to try to say things that you're just super into mechanics, maybe it causes a little bit of arousal. That's how much you're into mechanics, all right? Somebody like that, tweet at me, because I've heard this argument time and time again, or not argument, but this talk about mechanics. Honestly, I can't stand it very much.
Yeah, because you ain't good at Dota. Got him!
Don't stop,
all right.
please.
All right. That was good. That's good. Well, that last. I'll be seeing y'all around because I'm not going to be coming back next game.
See, I just don't view.
You.
See, I try and I take time sometimes out of my casting schedule to go over mechanics and that sort of thing because I know it's one of my weaknesses. But
I was just kidding. I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know all this stuff. I'm pretty sure half the pro players don't even know half the stuff.
Exactly, which was what I was leading into. Is the reason I'm so bad at mechanics. As a player, I sort of was one of those going from playing to casting was sort of one of those. Just because you know X about mechanics doesn't mean you know shit about Dota. That just means you have a hard-on for mechanics in general.
Right. You have these. You can say you play all these heroes, but can you truly say you know every hero? Mostly in the competitive scene, there will be normally in the past 3 years before this one, you'd only have 20 heroes maximum being played out of the 100 or so.
Yeah.
So maybe this time around there's 50 heroes or 60 heroes in the pool that's really good. So now you have to know a lot more about all the heroes.
Mm. It also doesn't help when mechanics change. From Warcraft 3 engine to Dota 2 to all of a sudden we can do different things with these abilities. And they can function how IceFrog wanted them to function, but was limited by a Warcraft 3 engine.
Well, it's because I'm looking at all these heroes right now, and the only heroes that matter for the stuns is Witch Doctor, Seven, Venge, Alchemist, and that looks to be it. So 4 heroes. So not that many, unless I skipped over some. So you have 4 heroes. Either they all should hit Invis heroes or they all shouldn't. That's my claim to fame.
Yeah. Well.
Because Shackle still goes through.
Why are we pausing, by the way? Oh, Jesus.
Because we like to talk about mechanics in Dota. That's why we're paused.
No, we don't. Oh,
Did you really just smiley face?
That was an accident. No, I didn't mean to. Somebody don't fire me, please, spectators.
Fired. Can I type?
No.
I don't want to get fired. No, I'm not even hired.
Let's not stop this. Now you know you've reached the new low when you start. Well, looking at the penises on the mini-map, but also looking at cosmetics. You're just like, oh, cosmetics time. Everybody loves Everybody loves Tidehunter. Look at the goofy grin on Tidehunter's face. He's just so happy with his pirate hat. It's probably all he ever wanted from Kunkka. That's probably all he ever wanted was a hat.
Do you like eating fish?
Are you about to make a fish sticks joke on me? You son of a bitch. That's exactly what you were going to try and do. Think I haven't seen South Park?
You like fish sticks?
I do like fish sticks.
I like fish sticks.
Well, I guess we both love fish sticks.
Oh, that's amazing. Small world we live in.
Looks like somebody else likes real dicks, though.
There's so many.
Our,
the pink guy.
Windex.
Who's pink?
Windex.
Let's call him out.
Here.
Windex. Got a little bit too much free time on your hands.
Well, hey, at least we are now resumed. We're now resumed, and they're going to have a really tough time. I'm sure Moon realizes. Like, they've explored enough of the top lane. They know there's no two supports over there. The only question is whether or not they're sitting right here, and that has now been canceled out by the Wolves sitting patiently. Scandal knows that they're not there, so Moon knows exactly what's happening, which is the supports are just waiting for a chance to jump and maybe eat through these trees, try and catch him out with a storm hammer. That's just not going to happen.
Tri-lane mid. New metagame. About to become a real thing here.
New meta.
Who's going to die first is the question. First blood's already given, so it really doesn't matter.
Yep. Oh, man. I thought we were going to see one of those classic engagements where both supports go in on the mid lane at the same time. And basically whoever wins is the person who hits the first stun. Whoever initiates first gets the first blood. They're going to go back to top lane, where Shoshlo has been slowed up a little bit, able to intercept that anchor smash, but is still going to go down here to the right clicks. FNG manages to secure that one. He's actually gotten both those last hits, so he's actually rolling in the dough for a support who's hit 0 creeps. Bottom lane, they actually did get the Weaver this time around, so they caught him out. Finally, the 2 supports rotating in. They do make something.
Oh, top lane. Shoshlo. Oh, got the... Wait, what?
Well, I mean, it's still kind of worth it for Power Rangers, though.
I mean, it's worth it for Power Rangers, yes. I was wondering how J4 died.
Could have been one of those... You know how sometimes how the spins mess up. They don't actually show.
I don't think the tower hit him. That's why I was like, how did he die? It was really weird. I mean, shutting down a Weaver is nice, but he doesn't need to get farm. He's got his Sakushi, he's got Swarm, he can do a lot more. Whereas Axe is their only initiator in this game. They need him to get farm. He's 1 and 3. So this is really bad.
PR diving way too deep. Now they're going to get countered out as Relax come in. Stormhammer, the follow-up split earth. Easy kill on Scandal. I don't know why they dove in that deep. That was just nonsensical. They weren't going to kill Invoker. They weren't even going to get close. I'm not sure what that was all about, to be honest.
I guess one good thing is that Tidehunter only has 12 CS. He's still a long ways away from his arcane boots.
Moon! Oh, that extra damage. The extra buff to Plasma Field, allowing him to do more maximum damage. Shoshlo's going to get gone on again, but if he gets enough spins, he might be able to finish off FNG. Gets the kill. Spins! Spins to win. Shoshlo. Now they're going to get gone on.
Now he doesn't have Kraken Shell.
I don't know about them going for Cheshire Cat. I don't think they can get a kill on him. Windex desperately trying to hit the split earth, but on a non-stun target, level 1 split earth is super hard to land.
I mean, Venge is no slouch either. 625 HP.
That's true.
Probably had like 450 or 500. She had a lot. Well, finally they rotated top lane, helping out Shoshlo. So what level is Tide now? Tide is 5.5. This is not good. He's got his arcane boots as well. So they're going to dive, though. Missed the stun.
J4 cuts his way into the side jungle. Now cuts his way back out. Excellent juking there from J4, but he's going to need a lot more, and he's out of tangos. Looks like Relax, though. Not going to go for the double dive.
Tide's about to TP in here. Oh, he's going to TP to this tier. No, I thought he was going to TP to tier 1. He should TP to the tier 2, I mean. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, try and sandwich them. Shotslow's a little far out there, stunned up. Now the follow-up anchor smash, and they keep their distance and still kill Shotshlow in the process. And now it's about to get even worse because they're trying to go down the staircase, and if Scandal does this correctly, beautiful, Scandal, you cheeky little bugger. Getting both of those supports in the process by blocking them out, and here comes the Smileys.
Yeah, outplayed, outpositioned there. This really silly of them to just stay behind the tower when you know that the Tidehunter is going to be coming back.
Ooh, bottom lane. Moon, he's going to kill Yoki. He's got the right-click damage. Yep, that is a big win for the Weaver. Now picks up...
He just got like 2 levels.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Oh, no, you got probably a level and a half.
I don't know. This is a really, really bad start. Because like you said, Relax, their only initiator is really going to be the Axe. They need that sort of instant blink. Otherwise, they're not going to shut down the Weaver. And the Weaver has just gone from being shut down by the Razor in the tri-lane that he was going up against to now being quite even after the kill on the Razor. Got himself a huge amount of experience out of that one.
Right. They're going to be putting more pressure on the Weaver when Weaver's not even the problem here. I mean, you've got... like we said, but they can't stop this Tidehunter, so they have to go for him or go for the Lycan. Lycan's just camped in the jungle as well.
They probably view as the Tidehunter that tri-lane no longer worth shutting down because of the Ravage.
Top tower is under attack.
And Scandal, with how defensive he's been playing anyway. They haven't been able to catch him out too much, except for that dive. Except for that one dive. Moon knows what's up again. I'm not entirely sure how. He just seems to have all this clairvoyance of exactly when the supports are AFK for minutes at a time in this section, but he seems to know.
Well, the one good rock for Relax right now, Invoker sitting on the highest CS along with the Razor. He died to the Weaver though, so that's kind of sad, shutting it down a little bit. But he'll have a fast Midas here if he wants it for Invoker, which won't be too bad. And they can still get back into the game as long as they can maybe get a Necro 3, burn these mana of the Tidehunter or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, bottom lane, tower's going to go down. His top tower going to go down, though, because the push is gone for both teams.
Oh, the teleports are already coming in. Venge is going to be able to be in range for a stun. Windex is going to get picked off because of that, but it's going to be at a trade. Oh, Windex actually survived. And the Sunstrike landing on the Venge, not a big surprise, able to get that kill. Moon's going to be stunned up, and, well, maybe not. Wait, you think you lied to me? You totally lied to me. It follows them through stun, but apparently doesn't land.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
That definitely did not hit the Weaver. Yeah, they used to happen in Dota 2. I remember that.
That's
Shot
weird.
slow. Uh-oh. Slowed up. They have another anchor smash in a second here. And finish him off. Mashed out.
Something to note before that happened was that the Axe used his call on the top lane, and a nice Sunstrike is going to get the kill. Nice.
You know, a funny thing is he almost didn't. Dread with that damage reduction was kind of put at a little bit of odds there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, like I was saying, the call from the Axe canceled the Tidehunter's TP bottom lane, but Dread's still going to get picked off here, slow in one. Yeah, he's going to go down. Yeah,
the nuke should be enough. Another right click. Oh, he lives. He's alive. Magic wand.
Wow, he got Warcry 3 levels. No ulti either.
Yeah, man. Not messing around. All the armor versus all of this minus armor. Like, he's basically countering out. The Gush is going to be -5. The Wave of Terror is going to be another -6. So that's -11 armor. At just level 3, he counters that all out with +12 armor for all of his allies. That's single target Gush. That is like an insane amount of bonus armor. Sven support needs to become a thing.
Don't agree with this. Yoki's going to get caught out here. Yeah. But he got drums first item. Why not go with mech? What does drums do for you, really? Just gives you a little bit of movement speed and stats. It's kind of useless in comparison to a mech, whereas it could help your whole team out. So I don't like that right now for Relax. But
yeah, with the mech, even more armor. More armor. Yeah. That's what you call it.
And you got a hard-on for armor. Talk about me and my hard-ons for Roshan. I like armor. Armor 2? Armor 3? You play that?
No, I don't.
I don't even play shooting games either.
Dude, I don't play games anymore.
Really?
Like normally, I would tell you. Normally, before casting, I would tell you like, yeah, I don't really play any other games but Dota. kind of sad. That's all, but it's just like all
What about
I play.
Warcraft 3 Customs?
Yeah, I used to play that, but then I like lost my Warcraft 3 disc, and I know I could probably easily download a new Warcraft 3, but it's I just have really just gone without. And honestly, I don't know if I could go back to those graphics. They lasted a long time, but I don't think they can last that long. FNG is going to be picked off, but they do have the teleports in. Sunstrike will land. They do a good amount of burst damage, but isn't quite enough because they got to get themselves out of here just in case Cheshire Cat is willing to let loose the Rabbit. In fact, he's probably going to here. Going to be able to finish up the Invoker real quickly. At the same time, they also grab the Leshrac on the side. Shochlow. Oh, good use of the Familiars there, stalling him up. Scandal, he's going to be picked off right in front of all of these heroes. But that Familiar, that drop down by him was really smart. So in the end, they only trade a 1-for-1 there. And the Ravage was used, so I would consider that a win for Relax.
Right. Both mid heroes going down, though. But still, Invoker, he's going to be more useful. Lycan does have the ulti up, though. So they can do the split pushing. They're making an arrow beeline for the jungle. FNG has his level 6 too now, so the split push is going to be commencing from Power Rangers.
Be very, very quiet. Keep going hunting. FNG's going axe hunting.
Now he's going for the deep warding hunting.
Very well. Which is going to lead into axe hunting later on. It's okay. He wasn't going to be able to kill axe anyway.
Axe is going hunting. Man, he's 3-6. He was 1-3. Now he's 3-6, doubling up on the score. So the next he's gonna be 6-12. So.
Oh, if he ever gets a blink dagger, maybe.
J4. Wow.
Windex is done for at the top lane, but yes, middle lane we also have J4 being called on, trying to get a swap, but it wasn't enough. He still gets called in the end. So 1-for-1 trade and a tower for tower trade. And Relaxed and Power Rangers. Last game, it was all about the, like, let's both sit back and farm, and this time around, it's all about the movement.
Yeah, the last game they picked that. This time they picked something differently.
Yeah, like, how many times have we seen these guys mirror? Like, for example, the two supports sitting here while the other two supports sit here to attempt to gank middle lane. Like, these guys are just mirroring each other constantly.
All right, Yoki's going back now for the mechanism. Glad to see that. Finally. So he'll have that in 800 gold. If they had that maybe sooner, they could be doing a lot more work. But once he gets his Ags, he might be doing a lot of DPS. It's just going to be all this minus armor. Like you said, is it going to be enough? Is this event, the negating all this armor, is it going to be enough to keep this Razor alive in these team fights? And, well, Power Rangers still coming out on the top. Sunstrike.
Where is it? Oh, it landed on Moon, but he time-lapsed it.
And the deny. It's real.
Stand in.
Happening.
Stand in. Oh, stand in doesn't pull it off. That was your chance to shine, buddy. That was your chance to make the cut.
Didn't make the cut. Gonna get replaced next game.
Who is he replacing anyway? I forgot. Yeah, you got Dread, Windex, Shochlow.
I don't know. You're European now, so you can sort with these people.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, your people?
Well, Sven gets himself probably the best item he possibly can, and earn.
Dire's middle tower is
Gives
under
him a little
attack.
stats here, a little bit of mana regen there. They're going to run into Dread, though. He's going to be stunned up, returns the stun onto J4. The problem is J4, he's going to live, while Dread going to be focused down by the rest of his allies. And now they're in a good position to be able to push into Tier 2 if necessary. However, Shochlow may just try and intercept that one with his shiny new Blink Dagger he's got. At the same time, they're going to be dealing with Ravage. And I don't think you're killing Tidehunter before he gets off the Ravage.
All right, if Axe can get a call, it's only lasts for 2.4 seconds, so he's going to need 2 spins. Going to need the Sunstrike to hit immediately. They're going to need it before the call.
And they have to get a follow-up stun because...
top tower has fallen.
Because that's just, yeah. Moon's really tanky. Have you noticed this? All the strength items.
He just got those.
Bracer, Strength Treads, Ogre Club. So he's going to be building into a BKB. Makes sense. There's nothing really that you should be blocking with the Lincolns anyway, so.
Radiant's middle tower
Still going to have some issues with the Axe, but at least he's tanky as all hell, making it less likely for the Axe to be able to solo gank him.
Right,
I say less likely. ShotSlow's still going to try and make it work. Wait for it. Wait for it. Moon knows. Dude, how does Moon know? Moon always knows. I'm like looking for vision. I'm just like, Moon, they must have had some sort of ward and saw the rotation from the Ags into the jungle or something like that, you know? This guy just, I don't know, man. He's got hacks. I'm calling it. Map hacks.
Well, you heard it here first,
Moon,
friends.
Moon map hacks.
I agree.
First known
One
case
person
in Dota
cannot
2.
be this good at Dota.
Nothing like this has ever happened in the history of Dota.
Nothing.
Nothing. Not even Dota 1, where map hacks were everywhere.
Yep.
Did you ever play with somebody who you knew had map hacks in
Yep.
Dota 1? Yeah, I had a friend who
Dire's
routinely
bottom tower is
would
under
map
attack.
hack every single version. It's disgusting. Disgusting. And he was just such a dick to play against because you would be like rounding the corner and he would already be like stunning you. Like he would be clicking at the point that you would be walking into. As soon as you got in vision, he'd instantly stun you. I'm like, you son of a bitch! But he was my friend, so like we still played with him anyway. I don't know.
Oh, FNG is going to get picked off here.
Goodbye,
Middle lane.
FNG. Well,
I
that
thought-
split earth was unnecessary, but oh well.
I thought FN was going to get picked off on top lane. They backed out from bottom,
Dire's bottom
so...
tower is under
Oh, the
attack.
Ravage. They're not going to use it. He
No.
went 4-staff.
He did go 4-staff. That means he could conceivably, with the Gush, kill Windex, but he'd have to use a Ravage. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Meanwhile, bottom lane, though, J4 is going to get picked off as ShotSlow is able to get a call on him, and that means the Razor just soaking up all of that
What?
damage. All right.
I can't believe that Cole didn't kill. Oh, level 1 Cole, that's why.
Me neither. I'm not
Cheshire
sure.
Cat's here now,
Cheshire
too.
Cat? They're so afraid of the Ravage, but he's all by himself. 4-staff over the cliff. And now ShotSlow catches out another one. However, they have to kill these heroes quick because they got top lane is pushing in. ShotSlow is going to die soon. Tier 3 tower is going to be fine for a while.
Yeah, he's hoarding 4.5k on the Lycan.
Oh,
Bottom
time lapse.
lane, Moon.
Going out, ShotSlow still
They got
dealing
no
with some of that physical
fortify.
damage.
This is going to go down really far. Do they have TPs? Click on all the heroes. Click on all the heroes.
They're
They got
all
no
running to the
TPs.
side shop. They're like, oh,
They
Jesus.
got nothing.
We
It's
forgot
gone.
about the Lycan. Tier 3's almost dead, guys. Failure. And he goes down, but Dread did get the deny in the process. Scandal's now just going to shapeshift and run himself away. Still, though, a Tier 3 tower going down this early, deny or no deny, is a big advantage for Power Rangers.
Well, that deny helped out a lot because he's got 800 gold before his Necro 3. I assume he's going to be going for that. They can just continue the split push. It's just going to be really effective. The only thing they have to counter that is the Invoker with his Necro 3. So it's going to be Necro 3 on Necro 3 wards this game. But once the Visage gets his ulti, his Ags, it's going to be... I think Power Rangers is going to have the zoo advantage.
They really are. They can just, if they want to, they can always have the Visage Familiars with the Lycan. And they can just have this amazing split push capacity from just one hero. So if they get another distraction like that, buildings drop just instantly. Give it 5 seconds and all of a sudden a melee and the range tracks is gone.
Well, there's the Necro 3. Pipe going to be built for the Cheshire Cat. Where's their mech, though? Who's going to be building their mech? It's kind of weird. Why would you go...
Yeah, nobody's getting a mech.
Dire's
Like,
bottom
Vengeful
tower
Spirit's
is
going to
under
have to be
attack.
it because you talked about the Ags on the Visage. And the Pipe on the Tidehunter. I don't know how I feel about the Pipe.
I don't know how I feel about the 4-staff.
I think mech in general is just better. You're not dealing with that much magic damage. You're dealing, I think, with an equal amount of physical damage, mainly because of the axe. But I think you're dealing with just as much physical damage as you are magic, in which case mech is the better choice, in my opinion.
I think most of their damage is magical. The
Plus
only
it gives
physical they
armor.
have... Yeah.
Well, they got Razor stealing physical damage. You got Sven, who, you know, maybe gets a God
Storm
Strength
does
here
physical
and there.
damage, and
Eye
then
of
the
the Storm.
Invokers. But that's all their physical damage is. Invokers, right clicks, and Eye of the Storm. Everything else is magical. So I think...
Well, the sapping damage, the right clicks, they have certain abilities that augment. J4 in some trouble, gets the stun off on Shockshlow, will be able to walk himself away. Don't think Battle Hunger will kill him. Force Staff into the through heroes, and now double Anchor Smash going down as well. If he can get another Anchor Smash, he doesn't have the mana just yet. Needs a little bit more. Oh my god, the Leshrac starts tearing it up. Windex turns around and kills the Tidehunter and forces Moon away. As the Necrobook 3s were doing some work top lane. We do have Dread fighting up with his God Strength, all that physical damage, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to be stunned up and right-click down.
Yep, and the chase continues. They got the speedy creep, could have swapped, but Razor with those jumps. And the unstable current just going to be able to walk away. And Scandal's going to be in trouble here. He's going to go down. No, not lucky enough.
Maybe if Yoki had tried to go in for the max plasma field, maybe.
If he went for one, he wouldn't need to go for 1 hit, 2 hit, then plasma field, and then maybe 3 hit. Or just get luckier and get more damage.
Or that. Or
what
that.
What happened bottom lane? So the Tidehunter used Ravage. They didn't kill the Invoker. They
didn't kill the Invoker or the Leshrac. One
Yeah,
Anchor Smash would have killed them both, but Leshrac was a boss, and Necronomicon minions are beasts of their own, so...
I don't even know who's winning right now. All right, difference in gold, 2,500 for Power Rangers. I think they're winning just a little bit because they got the tier 3 top, but other than that, it's still relatively close. Anybody's game right now.
It is. I would agree, mainly because I prefer the Weaver out of all of the carries and semi-carries we're looking at right now. I think Weaver is going to be the strongest, so Power Rangers are ahead now, and I feel like they're going to be ahead later as well.
And they got level 11 with the Ags done now on FNG. This is just looking really scary for the side of Relax because they have a better, I think they have a better team fight. They have better pushing and they have better late game. So it's looking bad for Relax in this standpoint, but anything can happen. They can still get a lot of pickoffs, but
sorry, somebody's having fun on Twitter, just quoting everything
Dread.
they say. Dread. Oh god, the physical damage. Where are the crits? Scandal.
The war cry.
Scandal don't get crits.
The war cry. Too good.
The war cry too good.
All right, gotta share the information now. Although FNG is gonna die middle.
Yeah.
So you gotta share the Twitter.
Yeah, it's not important.
Man,
it's just one guy constantly quoting everything
like that. I'm never talking to you again.
Well, I said it, but you were talking over me.
So. I know this.
You know, it's funny. So, like, some people really hate our banter back and forth. Like, you should stop insulting your co-caster. We're friends. What do you?
Yeah, people.
That's how our dynamic
I think
works.
those people are trolls. Or don't understand how it works.
People are socially inept. That's what I
That's
think.
a good word. Good way to put it. Well,
Yoki stealing all that damage. And he's going to pursue for more here. He wants to take down J4, the Eye of Storm. Down. Get to the Ancients. Nope. Nope.
Not lucky. You can't outrun heaven.
You
the
can't.
heavenly rains.
So, can't outrun the storm. There's a storm a-brewing. It's coming for you.
Have you seen the new X-Men movie? Is Storm in that?
No, I haven't seen any movies since I moved to Berlin.
Okay.
My life is currently movieless.
Well, all right.
So I'm going to have to...
That sounds really bad.
If I want to, I'm going to have to start stealing them, which...
Gonna have to sit you down
which is wrong, kids. Which is wrong.
Ravage.
Yoki gets blown up. My God. Now Dread's gonna be in some trouble. Gets a good stun there, but he's still gonna fall in the end. Shochel actually initiates. He's gonna dunk on Moon. Gets him. Running away now. Needs to get some distance for the Blink Dagger, which is up in 4 seconds. Being chased down by these super fast creeps, though. He's not gonna make it. Maybe he will. The shapeshift ran out. First shot.
110.
No.
He could call TP. No. No. 4, 3, 2.
No.
Didn't have enough mana.
He's gone for.
FN trying for the Roshan.
Don't think that's gonna work. It's not.
Well,
it's not working.
3 for 1. Definitely going in the favor of Power Rangers in that team fight. I mean, they need to get a BKB up on the Axe, it feels like, and the Razor. Because if they don't get it up, the mana burn plus all this damage, you have to counteract the Ravage.
Yeah.
There's no other way around winning these team fights.
They keep on trying to get to it.
Dire's middle tower
Looks like we'll have a chance to. They just take the tier 2 and back away. So, thoughts on our Weaver. Thoughts on his skill build. Maxing out the stats, man. He wants as much tank as humanly possible.
I mean, it could work considering he has a BKB and he's going to Lincoln, so he's not doing any DPS.
Yeah, just I mean, well,
it's silly though. It's silly. I would never condone it.
Just feels like he wants so badly to make sure that he's just like, those couple of extra stats will make the difference between Axe dunking on me and not dunking on me.
This is really smart from Relax. 50 seconds still on Ravage, but they have the pipe popped.
The swap in, and Dread actually only hits the Zoo there. The Split Earth will be able to snag J4 on the side. The rest of Windex are coming in. They're going to go for Roshan here, snatching it. Shotchlo was able to grab it in the end, and this is bad for Power Rangers. They will be able to finish off that Aegis, but Yoki has stolen a bit of damage here and keeps on pursuing with the Ice Storm. Good Force Staff there, and Cheshire Cat gets himself away. Teleport away by FNG. Looks like the rest of Power Rangers. How did they all get out? Dread's going to die here. Mech saves him just in time, but they actually take away. They kill the Roshan. They kill the Aegis on the Axe. And they all get out somehow. Wait, maybe not all of them. Not all of them. Well, he tied to the neutral, so good enough. That's good enough.
I think that benefited Relax. Where's that Team 5 recap? I need it. They killed the birds. What's the cooldown on that? It's about to come up, so...
Real, please. Please. Why don't you go cast for BTS then? Alright, I'm just one man.
I need you to have all the production value. Cast for 14 hours instead of 12 hours. Put a little bit more work in, please. You're really killing esports right now, capitalist.
Your laziness is killing esports. Oh, man.
Oh, the birds, they're gone. That's a 140-second cooldown. That's no laughing matter.
And that is 300 gold for Shotchlo.
Oh,
which means he's going to have an Aghanim soon, which means he has a greater chance of the Dunkerino on the Weaver.
All right, so let's think about this now. In seriousness, they could get a BKB soon on Leshrac. They can maybe get realistically a BKB soon on the Razor. I don't know if he's going to finish that or the Ags. Now they got bots on Invoker. I don't think he needs it. He can just go Sheepstick. But I think a BKB on the Leshrac, and he's going to be doing a lot of damage himself.
Yeah,
the physical.
I placed Weaver as the hardest carry here, but Relax have all these good semi carries that I think they actually have a much stronger late game.
Power BKBs compels you. I don't know.
It's tough
Visage,
to call.
though. They're getting more farm, though, on the side of Power Rangers. That's the problem, though.
Yeah,
just because they can split push way more effectively.
That is definitely true. Scandal's going to pop his ultimate here. Maybe he can kill Windex in time. Oh my god, that physical
so nasty. He had a full second 2 TP before he started getting attacking.
Well, the wolf is the natural predator to the rainbow pony, so makes sense.
Oh, rainbow ponies. That reminds me of that game. I forgot what it's called on Adult Swim.
Robot unicorn attack.
Yes. Oh my goodness, I'll kill somebody if they say that ever again. No.
I have
That's the stupidest game.
Yeah, I have the song in my playlist.
Oh
for the
goodness.
Because it's the most rolling song. It's cold
top tower has been denied.
outside. It just doesn't fit, but it works so well. Wait, we are definitely, that's definitely Lincoln. Why is Moon going for Lincoln's though? I mean, he's gonna dodge the axe.
Kind of silly. We'll just chalk it up to silliness.
It's like it feels like Moon has just been destroyed by an axe in the past, and he's terrified of ever having that happen again. Like he builds into stats to increase his strength. He goes, okay, he's going Manta.
Or I mean, Yasha into Manta. Herp derp.
Manta on a Weaver.
It's useless, but it's not bad. It's better than Lincoln's. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay. Fair enough. Maybe he's like full split push Weaver time, man.
Yeah, it's only good for split pushing, and if you have no DPS items, it's useless. It's like what happened last game. There was a Manta on a Shadow Fiend. What was the point of that? You get good movement speed, but did you need the movement speed? I guess a casual Yasha is okay, but completing the Manta, I don't know.
The final show match. Shochlo versus Moon. Okay, never mind. Shochlo just dipped. He's like, I'm out. Not taking that 1v1.
Too bad they don't see Scandal. He's got a Desolator. We didn't even talk about that. And... well, the bad thing is Power Rangers keep on split pushing, and they keep on playing all up in their face. So one day I think they're going to get bitten playing too aggressive here, but not today.
Twitter agrees with you.
What did they? I'm going to go read it now.
My laziness is killing esports. Work. J4 may get picked off here. He's going to be able to hit the Deafening Blast. Now the follow-up, and the Meteor just rolls right over J4. So that's a kill there, but they also managed to kill the Tier 2 at bottom. It was denied by the Razor, but it's still missing.
They got 2 creeps, top shot slow. They got 3 of these. He's going to go down, though. He's got the call.
Oh, he's good. He's good.
Yep. The call, bonus armor of 40, imbalanced.
Dread's in some trouble. He's about to deal with the right click. Jeez, what is with these mad teleports? Ravage is going to go out just to stop that one. And here comes the Manta, able to get himself away from Dread's stun. And he's still not. He's eating like a goddamn kitten. Yoki's actually going to steal away some of the kitten's damage. And Cheshire Cat still going forward. Dread's still alive. And Cheshire Cat is going to be the one who ends up running in. Lycan coming in with all of his mass necro books.
Oh,
but Dread is so fast.
He's got his ulti right now.
Scandal gets caught out by the call. It still has his ultimate, max movement speed, and will be able to get himself away. So they did get bit this time. They're over-aggression from Power Rangers, but they still control the map so well that Relax can't actually push out against Power Rangers, even though they get a couple of pickoffs there.
Yeah, this is really embarrassing for Visage this game. That's twice now. All of his birds are dead. He's useless without them, so Axe is a really nice counter there. Shochlo, he has a TP this time again. And call TP, rinse, repeat.
Oh, let's see a basher, for God's sake. Scandal.
I know, I was going to say that last time too, but that fight broke out. Why do you not have an Abyssal Blade on Lycan? You got a Desolator. That's so useless. If anything, you need a BKB. Maybe not. I don't think he needs a BKB. They have Seven, they've got Cold Snap, they've got Axe Call, they've got Lesh Stun. It's kind of a lot of stuns if you think about it. But hey, Leshrac got his BKB here. So
you really think about it.
I don't know, man. Lesh carry, it's real.
Well, we'll see what I'm interested to see what Moon does next with his build. Like if he goes a hard or something like that. It's like I'm never gonna die. The sad part is he's 2-4-2. He's by far the useless bug I've ever seen at 33 minutes in. Like he is literally all he's done is split push. This is the Weaver you see at 20 minutes in, right? The Weaver
this is
that you
returning
see
to the game last game
that only split pushes and isn't part of team fights at all. This is that Weaver, except he just never has found any growth. Shochlo is going to get picked off, but we also have Yoki, who's going to be interrupted by the familiar drops plus the mass minions, already killing one of the Necro 3s. Not a great start. Looks like Power Rangers going to be happy with the free gold that they're being fed.
Yep, free gold. And, I mean, this game, we said last game was going to last forever. You know, maybe this game lasts forever. So finally, Basher, Lycan, fed up with all these TPs. Smart move by him. Razor almost has his Ags. He needs that for that team fight. And, well, Dread, they want this range.
Yeah, they're going to get it one hit at a time. The swap goes out. Windex does have a BKB, though, so he's going to be fine. Just turns on the ultimate. Oh, the big critical comes out from Scandal. And that Desolator doing some work now. Range racks will fall this time around, finally. As as Power Rangers do finally get some objectives here up against
They don't even have
Relax.
a
They need
Weaver
shot
here.
slow. That's really what they're waiting on. Now that Shotslow's back, Power Rangers quickly get themselves out. The insert with the Ravage gets all four. The question is, can they actually win this fight, though? The Blade Mail's already up for Shotslow. Feels like they're not focusing their damage very well as Yoki pops his BKB right in the front of all of these supports. Good use of the Force Staff there from J4 as he teleports himself away. FNG won't be as lucky, but at least he ensures the kill on the Invoker and possibly Yoki as well. Turn around. Wait, it's actually Scandal who's going to go down. Can he get a crit? Doesn't get it in time. And Yoki's now just going to play around with Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat does do a good Force Staff. And he can teleport himself away. Yeah, he can just teleport himself away if he's in real trouble. Split Earth is not going to come out in time from Windex. And Moon's like, I'm here too, guys. I'm here too.
Hey, he was split pushing the bottom tower, man, with his Manta, and he got half the damage on the tier 3. I was watching him the whole time because I thought Shotshlow was going to go on him. So it was very underwhelming, that push from the Weaver. Kind of made me sad in the long run. Well, let's see. BKB's up. They need another BKB. I think they need BKB on Axe. If they can get a BKB on Axe, maybe they can start initiating in these team fights. Because right now, they're just getting owned by this Tidehunter Ravage, it feels like. And if they had Weaver in that fight, they would have won the game, I think.
Well, if they had a Weaver with
They don't have a Weaver. What are you talking about?
They have a very, very
the
large
Weaver's
creep.
playing like Lycan right now.
They have a very large super creep that pushes in the bottom lane. That's what they have. I mean, all jokes aside, Power Rangers are playing this really well. Like, right? They just tank up. They're making sure they control the... I mean, like, the few times the Relax actually do win a team fight, they don't gain anything out of it. This game's just going later and later, but Power Rangers is still holding a gold lead despite the kills that they give away sometimes because Power Rangers are always controlling more of the map, which means you're bringing more gold out of the map. Your supports, the rest of your heroes are able to stay more spread, farm up the map a little bit more efficiently.
One thing, though, that helps the dire side is this Roshan.
Right.
Ravage, is it up? FNG, it's 10 seconds on Ravage. Can they kill this in time?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. They're backing themselves away.
They don't have Necro books now on Invoker, so that's a really big factor in this team fight if they lose it. And yeah, Dread's gonna die here.
Is he? Looks like he's good. It's good for now.
Oh, the jukes.
Shiva's picked up by the Tidehunter. Now expect a refresher after that. He's got that Mega Intelligence coming into play. Pipe is going to be activated. Look at Roshan taking a ton of physical damage here, but they're ready for it. Shotshlow jumps in, doesn't quite get the call onto Scandal, but still doing a lot of spin damage where he can. He's being gobbled up. The Ravage goes out. Only really catching Shotshlow there as the double BKBs do go out. Dread's going to be fine, I think, on the side. He's being right-clicked down by the two supports, but he's so damn tanky. And they chased away the Wolf. Get the Aegis on themselves. Now Moon comes in, pops his BKB. He's going for the Leshrac here, who's decently tanky, but he can't even kill him in time. The Eye of the Storm doing so much work up against Moon. Look at that damage. Pops Manta in time, but he's kind of stuck here. Sunstrike does land on him. He's actually going to be held up by the Cold Snap. Good Force Staff there. And Moon might have just got himself away. Chikuchi! Oh, no. Yoki gets him with the last bit of lightning damage.
I think they won that, though. Power Rangers won that because they got the top racks with the split push from the Visage. So right now, they're still winning out on the map control. Even though they lose the Aegis there, they lose a few heroes, they're still in a prime position with their split pushing right now. The bad thing is they kind of need to wait for Lycan to get a BKB. He needs it really badly for these team fights now. And if he can get that, though, he can mow down any of these heroes, it feels like.
Yeah, you get a Desolator and a crit on top of that. It's big, big damage. Relax, another situation where they win a fight, but they lose on extenuating circumstances. Here, they lost the melee racks. They also still don't take any map control out of this. I mean, they're getting slowly but surely bigger and bigger, but it's still Power Rangers holding the gold lead, dipping down a little bit more in their favor, but they can afford to give away a 2,500 gold lead in exchange for taking that top set of racks.
Right, and the Visage now has a sheep stick, so they have more lockdown in these team fights. And we haven't talked about it too much. Venge going down in these team fights, it's not really that great. And FN, kind of lucky here that J4 got stuck in this ledge.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say swap him, but that doesn't work.
Is out of range.
Well, no, I was more thinking put him on the cliff, but.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now you get the free roaming. Shotslow's going to go on bottom lane. They're going to be able to lead with a stun. Now the follow-up split earth, and they should be able to just dunk on that fish. And now they're actually going to be able to push out the bottom lane. Looks like they're also taking care of top lane at the same time. And mass drawings from Eraser. He's tired of being constantly split push. He says he wants to be able to take some sort of map control here for once in their life. Be the aggressors.
And once again, the Visage Birds are on cooldown. They only have one. So right now, I mean, the Visage hasn't been, he's been just using his familiars. He did get the racks, but he keeps feeding them away. That's the only bad thing so far this game from him. Other than that, yeah, they can come on the enemy side of the map now that Tide's dead, but they're still getting split pushed here.
Well, there you have it, man. There's the item you wanted to see. BKB finished up for the Lycan.
They got TP from Invoker now, too. So maybe they can fight bottom lane. Oh, there it is. FNG.
Yeah, pre-FNG kill with 3 heroes surrounding him. Moon is still going to try and do the split push, though. He's got a creep wave with them, so they can't actually go for the tier 2.
They had this ward here. He's going to get
What is
called.
J4 doing? All right.
And his rapid.
Oh, my God. 3-2-2. It's real. Power Rangers. Running away from Relax. I don't know, man. Force-staffed himself away. He should be good. Maybe they just drew him into a trap, man. Ravage is going to go down, catching out 2 heroes. BKB was activated by Yoki in time. However, the physical damage is too overwhelming.
He's got Aegis, though.
As he's going to fall eventually here. Jesus, he finally goes down in the end. Static Storm is still doing a lot of work through that Aegis. That's a big advantage for them. Keeps on zapping through. Cheshire Cat's going to fall next. Scandal, stunned up by the split earth. He's going to go down next. And Moon is sitting on the side going, I'm trying to kill damage. I'm trying to do damage. I swear I am. It's just not happening, man. Relax. They're decently tanky. They've got a good amount of armor. And when you're only hitting for 200 damage a hit on your Weaver, it's nothing.
All right, throws are real. I never say throws in games, but throws are real this game for Power Rangers. They walked in 1 by 1, died, and now that Tidehunter's ulti is on cooldown, they have a refresher now on Razor. This is not looking good at all. They did get the Aegis, but still, they're going to get this. Does Lycan have buyback? Lycan does not have buyback. Tide does not have buyback. This is the easiest one set of racks of their life. They might even get 2. No, they won't get 2.
Wow, relax. I was beginning to kind of question myself.
They're going for the game.
Oh my God, the refresher goes out. Yoki. No. Eye of the Storm, though, is doing some serious work. They can go for it. I think they can at least take down all the tier 4s. Lead Power Rangers super exposed. Actually,
oh my goodness, they have no Ravage. They can't.
25 seconds. The swap goes out. Now they're going to pick off Shotchlo, though. That's what they needed to see. Now the Vengeful Spirit dies. Maybe some of that aura doing some work. Actually, insta buybacks. BKB's being activated. Relax on their way out. Windex, he'll probably go down here to some of this physical damage. He is still super squishy to the physical damage.
And it's just unfortunate that they didn't have another tier 2 tower down. Else that would have been 2 Raxes. So they're massively lucky. Also, like I said, I think Axe should just sell this Vitality booster. And nobody likes us. So we always disconnect. So if he just sells his Vitality, he can get a BKB. They need a BKB on this Axe really badly.
There we go.
I'll see who can connects first.
That would be me.
That's unfair.
I connected before you last time. I connect before you this time. So.
I think it's this Luxembourg server thing issue.
Well, Moon's finally getting to the point. Like, he's finally a threat, right? So now that he's finished up the Butterfly, he's hitting for almost 250 damage a hit with maxed out Geminate, which he just now got, by the way. Level 21, maxed out Geminate for the first time. So he's actually beginning to do some work. He gets another damage item like a Daedalus, and he's now full-on carry.
Yeah, but he's not going to be out DPSing this Razor anytime soon. True. I think Razors should just go for Shivas. Sell his drums, go for the Shivas. You get double Shivas, double BKB, double Plasma Shield, double Eye of the Storm. You're basically unkillable, it feels, unless they get the sheep off or the ravage. I mean, Tidehunter needs a blink, in my opinion. If he could just blink in and get really close, it would be a lot better than having to force staff your way in. And then the enemy can see you force staff in, so they can react at least for a second here. With
get off their
blink.
BKBs in time.
Right. They need a blink on this Tide. This is... I'm not liking the force staff, how it's working out at the end of this game here.
Yeah, but you don't get a really funny animation when you blink.
Right. That's why you need blink.
No. You need the force staff because you get the funny animation.
I know your trolls are real, but no. Please, no. Come on, Power Rangers. They have this game. I think they have this game, but now that Razor has all his items, I mean, he's going Shivas. Like, this is going to be insane right now. This is just going to be insane.
Wow. Double Shivas, double Eye of the Storm. Maybe double Plasma Field if he does it all correctly.
And who's going to get a heart? The Axe has his heart and 200 gold. So
I thought he was going to go for an AC for a second there, and I was like, I don't know if I quite like that. I do like the Shivas a lot more, and it looks like Dread is going to be left for the AC. Shachlo, Bird Hunter.
The one good thing is they could go for the game here because they don't have a Fortify. If they try to split push too much, Relax could go for the throne. I think they're still faster in the base race. It's really close because Lycan plus Hal, it's about dead even.
Yeah, Lycan's amazing, but double Eye of the Storm is pretty insane too. So I think it comes down to who has the more minus armor. And I think currently that's Power Rangers because of the Deso, but once the AC is up for the Sven, I think that's when you start taking over.
Well, still, both teams up one. The map control is still in Relax's. No, I mean not Relax. Power Ranger side, they still have these tier 2s up. So that's quite nice. I think both teams... Where's our... Dang it, man. DCs. Go. Bye-bye, Roshan. Oh, nice. Respawns in 124. How convenient of you to help me out.
Smoke from Relax. And they know if they get a pick off here, you were talking about this earlier, they can go straight for the throat.
Oh, no. Tide has buyback, though.
Oh, he has buyback, so he's good. He also has his force staff. If he can turn around, no, dunked.
With the fishes.
And, yep, they're going to go for it. All right, this is going to be close. They don't have the Shivas, but they have buyback. So if they mess up...
People got to start getting back now.
All right, this is going to be insane. They don't have Blink on Tide, though. This is going to be the easiest BKBs of their lives.
Here comes the double Eye Storm. Actually, they swap. They're going to try and focus down Yoki first to get off the revenge. The Sheep doing work. Yoki's going to fall as the BKB was activated by Scandal. Now he tears up the Leshrac real quickly. Moves on to the Invoker, who's not going to be able to get away with that Ghost Walk. And Relax went in for an all-in and end up going all out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, nothing set in stone, so Sheepstick. I was flaming FNG earlier, not really flaming, but he is just for his Visage Familiars, but I mean, the swap from the Venge, they're just coming out on top here at the very end of the game, which matters the most.
Right.
So, well played by them, getting the combination off.
Tower is under attack.
They have buyback on...
Buyback on a Sven and a Razor, who already used his refresher. No, he didn't actually. He didn't use the refresher because...
He didn't even get his BKB off.
Yeah, he was... I think he was holding on to it because he wanted to get Shiva's refresher. Shiva's. So they don't realize this, but they probably just could have 5-man down middle. Forced out a buyback. And maybe actually taken that team fight, but... Now, instead, they go for the safer route, get the Aegis, get the cheese.
No, don't get the cheese, you lied, dude. It's just free.
What?
Free cheese in the Roche bit. Don't even need it.
Guess when you assume, make an ass out of yourself.
Oh, they got 2 Raxes up now. Are they going to go back for this cheese? I don't even think they realized it was a cheese, Roshan. Holy cow. Where was Weaver's...
Who's going to get it? Venge could go get it. Venge is
All right, Rapier on Weaver. The dream.
The Rapier on Weaver. No.
He's going to have DPS finally.
No, he's going dataless, right? Right?
No,
right?
boys.
Right? Nope.
It's
Divine.
real.
Wow.
God, I better get that 4 viewer got an item. I better been that one person.
Yeah, you aren't because you're an observer.
Son of a biscuit. What if I turn on the
Weaver? Weaver, you're playing me dirty right now.
If he
Moon.
dies right here from
Moon.
behind.
He's trying to find a way to get back to the base, but the most direct way is going to go through Relax. They're going to pick off FNG here. Nothing too big since he does have a buyback, but Power Rangers. Oh, God. The Weaver's coming in from the side. They're going to go once again on Yogi. They're going to try to pop, and they will be able to Ravage, landing on 4 here. And now the rest of them get cleaned up. Here comes that Divine Rapier Moon, but it doesn't really matter. That was all about the swap side device combo mixed in with the Ravage after the chaos of that swap. That is really what won Power Rangers that second fight in a row. And now they're going to be able to just run straight down middle, and I don't think there's anything Relax can do to stop them.
Yeah, why doesn't he just pop his BKB? He should have bought his Shivas too. That was all in push. They might as well have just gone for it.
That's a 5-man. Yeah, I agree. Like, you got caught out once.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Got caught out twice. Shame on me.
Yeah, sure.
No, always shame on Capitalists.
Something like that. Abyssal. Hey, there's that item you wanted to see a while back. Range Rex goes down. Relax are going to be forced into all of their buybacks. They lose another bad fight like this, though. Swap, and Yogi gets taken out once again. The Scythe device. The nukes come in, and Razor's obliterated. Moon may fall here soon. Time-lapse goes out in time. Shoshlo attempts the dunk, but still not going to be enough. Windex runs right into the middle of all these heroes. He's going to run out of mana eventually, though. And Moon, even though he does get a little bit low at some point, he still had the Aegis. He still had the time-lapse, and he still had that Divine Rapier. So Power Rangers and a very close 3-game series. They will be able to take it and move on to the semifinals to face up against Evil Geniuses, which will be happening right after this.
Did you think? I thought Relax had a good chance to win that game. Oh, it was so close. So close. Very unfortunate, like I said, that they didn't have those tier 2s down, but man, I don't know. Looking at these teams, they kind of look shaky this game. Power Rangers, I think they had a comfortable lead, and they really couldn't close it out. So right now, going into the EG Power Rangers game, well, let's hope that Power Rangers can step it up. They're going to have to be crisp and clean on their execution if they want to do. You're going to need a lot of those swaps into sheep sticks if they want to win these next games.
All right, guys. Well, Relax. They are out of the playoffs for the Dota 2 Champions League, but they got to be impressed. They got to be happy with themselves with the way they actually made it into the playoffs, being a relatively new team. So big congrats to them for at least making it this far. Meanwhile, guys, we're going to go ahead and follow Power Rangers as they move into the semifinals to face up against Evil Geniuses in our last game of the night, which I believe is actually a best of 5. So, guys, strap in. We're going to be here all night long.
Oh, my gosh.
You love it.
No.